Hello students, today we will start our chapter 1 in civics. Name of the chapter is Why Democracy. What is democracy? Democracy is the government of the people. In modern world we have many forms of the government. The first form of government is monarchical form of government. What is monarchy? In monarchical form of government, a monarch means king or queen holds the crown by hereditary right, and the monarch enjoys absolute powers to run and rule the country as he desires. Second form of this example of monarchical form of government is Saudi Arabia. Next form of government is dictatorship. In dictatorship, power is captured by force by a single person or a group of people, and general public is denied the civil rights and freedom of association. Democracy. Democracy is the best form of government. The term democracy is derived from Greek words demokratos, meaning rule by the common people. It is a government which is made by people's elected representative, means people they choose their representatives, and those representatives they run the government on behalf of the people. The best definition given by Abraham Lincoln is that democracy is the government of the people, for the people, and by the people. Examples of democracy are India and USA. Democracy is of two types, direct democracy and indirect democracy. Direct democracy means where people they directly participate in the government, and indirect democracy where people run the government through their representatives, means people they choose their representatives and those representatives run the government on behalf of the people. Evolution of democracy in modern societies. How democracy has developed in modern societies. Different examples of different countries can be given here. In England also there was the rule of king. King was enjoying the absolute powers. But in 13th century, King John of England also signed Magna Carta. Magna Carta means the greatest constitutional document of all times. It was the foundation of the freedom of the individual against the arbitrary authority of the despot. Despot means the against the powers of the king, absolute powers of the king. In the Magna Carta, the king agreed to let his powers be restricted by law. He had to obey the law like all other people. If he broke the law, he could be removed by the nobles. And number of democratic changes took place in America also. After the War of Independence, the new government of America adopted the Bill of Rights and constitution came into force in 1789. In France also monarchy was overthrown in 1789, and French Revolution was based on the principle of liberty, fraternity and equality. New Zealand became the first nation to achieve universal suffrage in 1893. Universal suffrage means the right to vote. When an adult person gets the right to vote or he gets the political power to vote. However, women were not eligible to stand for parliament until 1919. In the 1920s, the nature of democracy expanded, but the Great Depression of 1929 created too many economic problems and large-scale unemployment, which most of the democracies in Europe, Latin America, and Asia were unable to check. As a result, in several countries, dictatorships were established. Hitler and Mussolini were dictators of Germany and Italy, respectively. After the Second World War and formation of United Nations, the newly independent colonies they showed preference for democracy. India, after the independence, adopted the principle of universal adult franchise, and the constitution was implemented on 26 January 1950. What are the pillars of democracy? The constitution, and second is equality before law and the rule of law. Constitution provides it with the guidelines according to which any government functions in a democracy. It is superior to all the laws of the country and limits the authority or power of the government. Equality before law and rule of law means all the people, irrespective of their high offices or caste or class, are equal in the eyes of law. A democratic political system provides the following advantages to the citizens of a country. Formal equality means the written constitution provides the people with basic equality, irrespective of their caste, color, creed, or gender. Decision making mechanism. The adult citizens get the opportunity to participate in the election of people's representatives who ultimately form the government. Accommodation of differences. The state and the government, they try to accommodate the differences arising out of different religious, demographic, lingual, or ideological beliefs, as the constitution provides for suitable safeguards for every group of India's society. Enhancing human dignity. The Constitution also provides for safeguards against any kind of indignity or abusive behavior given out to an aggrieved party, individual, or a group. Problem of inequality. Our society is facing the problem of inequality. This is one of the major problem that our country is facing. Which kind of inequality is found in our society? On the basis of poverty, means rich, they don't behave well with the poor people. All the people, they are not economically, they are not equal. Wealth is not distributed equally among the rich and the poor. Second, the caste degradation and the traditional low position of women in our society are the major factors leading to social inequality. What are the government schemes to promote equality? But government has been trying to make to bring the equality in society, and for this many amendments in the constitutions are also done, many amendments, and government is also promoting many schemes for bringing all the people, all the people of all the sections equal. What are these schemes? Backward people, they have been brought under national insurance. Free education and food for this section of the society. Seats are also reserved in government jobs for these backward people, and midday meal schemes have been started in government schools. And these are done to increase the attendance of the poor and disadvantaged children in the school. Children of all the caste eat together in the schools, and the meals are generally cooked by Dalit women. And this goes a long way in removing the bias of other caste children towards Dalits, as they accept them as their own friends. The steps taken by government are good, but a lot needs to be done, and the general progress of the country is impossible without improvement of the conditions of the Dalits and poor people. With this, we have completed our chapter. Thank you.